Okay, for this video I'm going to show you how to do a calculation of z when you know the probability. We've been looking so far at how to calculate the probability when you know z, but sometimes you want to know z based on the probability. So what you're going to do is go ahead and go back to this basics menu. Just to recap, in case you're coming straight to this video, you first go to probability simulation, the probability drop down, probability calculator, and choose continuous, and then you've got your menu that we're going to work with. Now this time we're going to go ahead and use probability to values instead of values to probability, because we know our probability and we want to find our z value. We're going to use the same distribution because we're still looking at standard normal. So normal stays here, and because it's the standard normal distribution, our mean is always going to be 0 and our standard deviation is always going to be 1. If you followed my path through the menu again, make sure you click that graph checkbox, and then you've got lower tail, upper tail, between tails, and outside tails as your options on this one. So let's go ahead and start with lower tail. So lower tail is area to the left. That's going to help us. But because we're having the graph display, it's going to visually clarify that for us really quick. And in here, rather than putting in a z value, you are putting in a probability value. So we're going to use 0.7 here, and then click preview. And here we go. So the value at which the probability of x is below the 0.7 we put in for our z is 0.5244. So right here, this is our z value, 0.52, which means because of what we put in, that 70% is below this 0.52. Let's increase that a little bit. Let's go to 90.9. And look what we've got now. 1.28 is our new z value. And that's the value of z at which point 90% is below it. To go back to the basics menu, we can change this to an upper tail, and upper is going to be to the right. And so without changing, let's stick with our 0.9 and do a preview and check that out. Now we flip to the other side, and so our z is negative 1.28 here.